Indefinite integrals. Why are they called indefinite? They are called indefinite because they do not have a lower and an upper bound. And so the only thing you have to do is you have to antiderive it. Okay, so I think this was on your memory exam. If you had x to the n, and you guys were taking the derivative of this with respect to x, do you guys remember what you get? You get n x to the n minus 1. Okay, so you drop the n. Okay, let's say multiply by n, or expo, right? By expo. By the expo, multiply by the expo. And what was the second thing we do?
Subtract 1 from expo.
Then you subtract, right? You don't subtract the 1 first. You drop the exponent first, and then you subtract 1 from the exponent, right? Yes. Subtract 1 from expo. Now, we're going to do the exact inverse, the exact opposite. Okay, so we're going to go backwards here. So if we were going backwards, what would be the first thing you do? Because this is the derivative. Now, if you're doing the antiderivative, what would you do first? Ooh, you would add 1 to expo. And then our second step would be? Divide by expo.
Divide by which?
The new one.
Just the new one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, so it would look like this. If you were doing the antiderivative, okay, we have our, oh man.
Oh, and C.
They're all integral. So we have the antiderivative of x to the n, okay? That would be, what do we do first? Add 1 to the expo,
Over.
and then we divide it by the new expo, right?
Yeah.
So that's the new formula. This is what you guys. This is the reverse power rule. It's the power rule in the opposite direction.
Crazy.
Okay. Yeah. So let's use that, and then I'll explain why that c is there. So we're gonna go the integral of the antiderivative of 4x plus 5 with respect to x. And so what we got to do each of these. Okay, so for this one, for the 4x to the 1, right? It has a 1 power. I'm going to add 1 to that, and then I'm going to divide it by 2, right? Just that. And then for the 5 does have an x, but he has a 0 power. He's invisible. He's a ninja right here. You don't see him. Okay, so we're going to add 1 to the 0, and then we're going to divide by 1, whatever 0 plus 1 is. And so now my result is 4. I'm sorry. What is 4 divided by 2?
2x squared.
So it's 2x to the second power plus 5x. Now, why is there a plus c?
Because you don't know the constant.
You're right. We don't know the constant. Whenever we take, like if you guys were to take the derivative of this and go back to where we were, what happens to that c? He goes away. All right? He's eliminated. Yeah, because we don't know. We don't know if that c is a 0. We don't know if that c is a -5. We don't know what that c is. It could be anything. And what's really neat is that it doesn't hold that much significance for certain types of problems. Okay? So whenever you have an indefinite integral, you're going to have a c. You're always going to have a plus c. Do not forget your plus c. You will lose a whole point if you forget your plus c on a free response question. I am dead serious. It's very important.
Even if it's not an integral.
Oh my gosh. You be quiet, Alex. All right. So this one is, this one goes to this guy. Can you guys see where this one is? You add 1 to the 2, then you divide by 3, right? So it's going to be x to the third. So it's going to be this guy right here. We can check it in a second if we want to. Okay, and then we have the last one is probably most likely that guy, but let's do it just in case. We add 1 to the exponent, and then we divide by 3. That would equal, what's that? 3x to the third, right? And that's this guy. Do we get minus x or 7x? Yeah, we do. Okay, so this guy lines up with this one.
Don't forget